February is the first day of spring in the old Japanese calendar. The plum blossom is the first flower to bloom, and with its sweet fragrance, nightingales return to sing on its branches. Girls pulling carts full of flowers appear on the streets. Spring is a happy time for children because it is the beginning of the school year, which starts in April in Japan. It is the cherry blossom time. This is the first song children learn at school.
Now it is springtime, where has it come? To the hillside, to our home and meadow it has come. Hanangasaku, flowers are blooming, where are they in bloom? On the hillside, in our home and meadow, they're in bloom. Tolinanaku, birds are singing, where do they sing? On the hillside, in our home and meadow, hear them sing. Halungakita, halugakita, yokonikita. Yamanikita, samonikita, no kita.
When summer comes in Japan, children wait for fireflies in the evening. They are often seen on their porches singing and waiting for the fireflies to come. June is a rainy season, and fireflies seem to hatch at this time. They are always found near the water. In the early summer, as soon as the rainy season is over, children go out to rice fields and riverbanks to catch them. Whenever children see fireflies, they sing this song.
Oh, Talukoi, bitter water you will find on that side. Sweet water you will find on this side. Oh, 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 Talukoi, through the mountain road, come again with your little lantern bright. Oh, 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 Talukoi, achi no mizu wa ningaizo, kochi no mizu wa amaizo. Talukoi, Yamamichikoi, Ando no hikari de matakoi koi.
Goldfish men are good friends of the children. They appear on the streets as soon as the warm weather comes. Some come pulling carts, but most of them carry barrels full of goldfish hanging from their shoulders. The vendor's street cry is heard in this song, calling, "Goldfish, eh, goldfish." On a warm summer afternoon, his call makes parents sleepy. But children are happy to hear his call, and they run out of the houses to greet him.
See the Goldfish Man coming with a straw hat. He chira, hoy, hoy, hoy. From his shoulder hangs 2 barrels full of fish. He calls, hey, goldfish, goldfish, hey, goldfish. He comes calling, how about some goldfish, goldfish? See the goldfish man coming with his suntanned face. Ki-chira, hoy, hoy, hoy. He sits under green trees and smokes his pipe and calls, hey, goldfish, goldfish, hey, goldfish. He comes calling, how about some goldfish, goldfish? Mugiwara boshi no kinyo-ya-san. Ki-chira, hoy, hoy, hoy. Kinyo oke katsui de genki-yoku. Hey, kinyo, kinyo, hey, kinyo. Kinyo wa ikaga to yatte kita.
Plate passing was originally an indoor game song from northern Japan, where children have to stay indoors much of the time when it is very cold or stormy out of doors. However, the game can be played outside equally well. Children sit on the floor or on the ground in a circle with it inside. Sing the whole verse while passing the plate. On the words, "Who has the plate? Hide the plate." It, who has his eyes closed during the song, guesses the name of the child who has the plate. It is very exciting because no one wants to be caught with the plate in his hand, and it often rolls out of hands trying to pass it quickly.
Let's pass a plate around, pass a plate around. Pass it gently to the next one, pass it gently not to break. Let's not tell her who has the plate. Open your eyes. Sara watashi, Shizuka ni watashi te kowarenu you ni. Oni no shiranu uchi ni iwa yo.
Sudden rain is very common in Japan. It is a worry for children because they all walk to school. Is Mother coming to meet me with an umbrella? What a relief it is to find Mother standing at the school gate when the closing bell rings. Teachers often stand at the gate with the children until the mothers arrive. This is a very popular song among children because all children must have experienced both happiness in being met and loneliness in not being met in the pouring rain. The Japanese rain umbrella is called janome and is made of paper. In order that the paper shed the rain, it is oiled many times, and with each coating of oil, it is dried in the sun.
Ame, ame, fall down, mother will be here. See my mother coming yonder with my umbrella. Pitchy, pitchy, chopper, chopper, lon, lon, lon. Allah, Allah, look at my friend standing in the rain. Under the willow tree, crying all wet. Pitchy, pitchy, chopper, chopper, lon, lon, lon. Kassan, shall I let him have my umbrella? Hello, my friend, take this and keep yourself dry. Pitchy, pitchy, chopper, chopper, lon, lon, lon. Oh no, never mind about me, I am all right. I'll be walking under Mother's big janome. Pitchy, pitchy, choppu, choppu, lon, lon, lon.
Torianse means please go through in the old Japanese language, which is no longer used in modern conversation. This is a game song very similar to London Bridge is Falling Down, a favorite of children in the United States. Two children make an arch for a torii gate to the Tenjin Shrine. The torii is a gate for the Shinto shrine where ancestors of Japanese people are worshipped. Two children at the gate sing that nobody can go through the gate unless a good reason is given. Children in the line answer that they are going to the shrine to celebrate the 7th birthday of a child. Each year in November, there is a celebration for those children who are 3, 5, and 7 years of age.
Torianse, Torianse.
Please tell us where this lane will take us.
This lane leads to the shrine Tenjin.
Let us go through, please let us go.
Without a good reason, no one can go through.
It's the 7th birthday of this little child, so we are going to offer prayers on this happy day.
Then you can go through, but watch out when you return. Go through with no fear now. Torianse, Torianse.
This is a coal miner's song, which comes from the northern part of the Kyushu Island, where the Miike mine is located. The song is adapted for the Bon dance by many districts. The Bon is a summer festival which comes once a year in August. It is an old Buddhist custom to welcome the spirit of the dead ancestors. The festival lasts about a week. It is a gay time because streets are full of little shops to attract children. Each evening during the festival, bright lanterns are lighted everywhere to welcome the spirit of ancestors, and the Bon dance is performed in the streets. A high platform is built for the band of musicians playing drums and flutes. The Bon dance is a group dance, and the dancers go around the platform in a circle. Children often join the adults to dance with them.
For the coal mine of Miike, see the moon is shining, yoy, yoy. The moon is shining bright o'er the mine, the coal mine tonight. But the chimneys are so high in the sky that the poor old moon must be feeling rather smoky and sooty to sigh, yoy, yoy, yoy. From over 3 mountains, mountains 1, 2, 3, yoy, yoy. Azaleas blooming, they're everywhere in the vale. But the fragrance, though sweet it may be, should be all for naught if the lovers never met there to declare their love, sigh, oi, oi, oi.
The sparrow is a common bird found everywhere in Japan. It is a pest for the farmers, but children are attached to sparrows in a special way. They have been brought up with a story about a poor little sparrow whose tongue was cut out. When a little sparrow was flying far away from home one day, he found a dish of starch beside an old woman who was washing clothes. He was so hungry that he licked up all the starch from the dish. The old woman was very angry and cut out his tongue. Her husband felt sorry for the little bird and started to look for him. He found the sparrow's home deep in the darkness of a bamboo bush. The grieving parents of the tongue-cut sparrow were very grateful for his sympathy and gave him a box of souvenirs. When he got home, he found the most costly jewels packed tightly in the little box. The mean old woman was very envious. She too went to see the tongue-cut sparrow. From the sparrow's parents, she took the largest and heaviest box, dreaming of herself being the richest woman in the whole world. But when she got home, she found nothing but ugly imps that jumped out of the box to scare her. That was the lesson she learned. Never be so greedy or cruel to little birds. Many songs, dances, and plays were developed from this old story. The following song is one of them. The noisy chirping of sparrows is often heard from bamboo bushes. The sparrows are always personified and seen wearing kimono in the story. Therefore, the story of the sparrows singing school is very real to Japanese children. The first verse is sung in a lively way. The second verse expresses a quiet mood after the rattle of the scarecrow is heard.
Cheep, cheep, papa, cheep, papa. Teacher Sparrow teaches at her singing school, waves a stick to lead the song of cheep, papa. Pupil Sparrow standing in a ring just so, learn to sing the little song of cheep, papa. Teacher Sparrow says, oh no, cheep, papa. Open up your mouth now, cheep, papa. Cheep, cheep, papa, cheep, papa.
Cheep, cheep, papa, cheep, papa. Teacher Sparrow teaches at her singing school, waves a stick to lead the song of cheep, papa. Pupil Sparrow standing in a ring just so, learn to sing the little song of cheep, papa. Teacher Sparrow says, oh no, cheep, papa. Open up your mouth now, cheep, papa. Cheep, cheep, papa, cheep, papa.
Open up your mouth now, cheep, papa. Cheep, cheep, papa, cheep, papa.
Sounds of many insects are heard at the end of August. As soon as we hear them sing, we know that autumn is here. We look forward to returning to school. Just as the firefly man comes in the summer, in the autumn the insect man appears on the city streets, selling noisy insects in small green bamboo cages. This is an old song dating back to our great-grandmother's days, and it is still being taught in elementary schools in Japan.
Listen to the insects sing, chinchilla, chinchilla, chinchilla-ling. Hear the ringing insects as they sing their song. Ning, ning, ning. In the autumn season they are singing all night long. Oh, what fun to listen to the autumn insects sing. Listen to the crickets, they're the noisy ones. Killy, 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 killy. Hear the grasshoppers joining in the song. Chon, 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 chon. In the autumn season they are singing all night long. Oh, what fun to listen to the autumn insects sing.
Out in the country, wherever there is water, Japanese farmers make use of the water wheels to grind rice. Even hillsides are used for farming in Japan, and little streams coming down the hills give enough power to turn the wheels. These water wheels are sometimes used for silkworm factories that draw water to soak the cocoons from which the silk is taken. This children's song comes from the Kyoto district. It is a game song played by forming two circles to make a wheel which revolves. It is a good mixing game for parties because at the end of the song, each child must find a partner to exchange names.
There is a water wheel by the riverside. Geechon goes round all day. Take your partner and quickly run away. Anyone without a partner will be it. 1, 2, 3. Kawa no kiwa no mizuguruma. Geechon mawaru. Minna isoide futarizure. Nokoreba oni yo. Ichi-ni-san.
This is a rope skipping song from northern Japan. Rope skipping seems to be a universal children's game. A little bear, or kumasan, as it is called in Japan, comes from the Sendai district. The weather in this district gets very cold in the winter, and children are often seen heavily clothed and looking like little bears. It is very interesting that American children have a rope-skipping rhyme very similar to this song. Teddy bear, turn around. Teddy bear, touch the ground.
Kuma-san, Kuma-san, right turn around. Kuma-san, hands touch the ground. Kuma-san, skipping with your one foot. Kuma-san, sayonara. Kuma-san, maware migi. Kuma-san, ryote wo tsuite. Kuma-san, kata ashi agete. Kuma-san, sayonara.
This is a singing game. It comes from the Hiroshima district, which is surrounded by mountains. The song is in a form of conversation between a circle of children and a single child, the mountain girl or boy who is it. It performs the actions, washing his face in the first verse, combing his hair in the second verse, and eating supper in the final verse, with a rice bowl in his left hand and chopsticks in his right. All Japanese children from their early childhood learn to eat with chopsticks instead of knives and forks. During the song game, when the children in the circle make fun of the poor supper, which includes only rice and plum pickles, the child in the center becomes angry, and it catches one of the circle, who becomes the next mountain girl or boy.
Over the hill and dale, my friend, the little mountain girl, come out and play with me.
Washing my face now.
Over the hill and dale, my friend, the little mountain girl, come out and play with me.
I am combing hair.
How smart you look. Over the hill and dale, my friend, the little mountain girl, come out and play with me.
Eating supper now.
What have you for supper?
Dried plums and pickles sweet.
How poor you are.
Japan has 4 definite seasons. With the first frost, persimmons become sweet enough to eat. Children know that the first snow is not so far away when persimmons disappear from the branches. In northern Japan, before the first snow melts, another storm comes, and by the New Year's Day it piles up high enough to build a kamakura. A kamakura is a hole dug under the snow pile which looks like an Eskimo's igloo. It is a custom to build an altar lighted with candles to offer prayers for the New Year's Day. Children spend all day in the kamakura, playing games and toasting the New Year's special treat, rice cakes. They go around and visit friends' kamakura to wish them a Happy New Year. Children sing this song whenever it snows, hoping it will never stop.
Snow is falling, con, con. Hail is falling, con, con. Falling, falling. Piles up high with hail and snow. Snow white cotton caps all the hills and fields are wearing. On the bare old tree the little snow flowers are in bloom. Snow is falling, con, con. Hail is falling, con, con. Falling, falling, and it never, never stops. Little dogs are happy and run and play around the yard. Cats curl up snug and warm by the fireside. Yuki-ya con, con, alale-ya con, con. Fu-te-wa, su-su-su-mo-lu. Shikamuli, kaleki no kolazu anangasaku.
There are many different sun parasols in Japan. They are shaped like the rain umbrella, but they are more colorful and daintier than janame. The best one is made of silk, and flowers are usually painted on it. As soon as spring comes, women change their heavy, dark dresses to light-colored ones and start to carry parasols. The parasols come in all sizes, and children carry gay-colored small ones. This song pictures a familiar scene often seen in a park. A little girl with a sun parasol playing under the flowering trees. She is probably attended by a nursemaid.
Come, fall down cherry petals on my parasol. Come, little butterflies, and gently rest your wings. My nurse's house stands stands in the pretty flower way. Purple violets, dandelions, all are smiling gay. Turn round my parasol and scatter cherry bloom. Come, little lark, sing your song on my parasol. My nurse's house stands in the mist of cherry bloom. Come, everybody, with your little soft parasol.
This is one of the most loved songs of Japanese children. It is based on an old Japanese legend, a story of a rag picker and a badger. According to Japanese folklore, badgers are believed to possess power to change their shapes in order to fool man. One evening, when a rag picker was walking home, he found a little badger caught in a trap. He felt sorry for the little fellow and released him. The badger was so grateful, he wished that he could find some way to show his gratitude. He suddenly changed his shape and jumped into the sack the rag picker carried. And when the rag picker looked inside, he discovered a beautiful tea kettle. He thought it was too precious to keep for himself and took it to the nearby Shojoji temple. One evening, the priest at the temple heard the tea kettle sizzling. To his surprise, he saw a little badger's head and tail sticking out from the kettle, and it started to dance. The same thing happened when the rag picker took the tea kettle home with him. He had a grand idea. He would open a theater to show this comical dance. The theater was successful, and the rag picker became very rich. But he realized that the badger was working too hard, and he was worried about his future. So he took the tea kettle back to the temple. To commemorate this ancient legend, an old iron tea kettle has been kept in the most beautiful spot in the temple. And a big temple bell rings every evening. This song is the badger's dance. You can hear him drum on his big tea kettle tummy.
Shojoji, at the temple Shojoji, let's dance in the moonlight, little badgers, koi, koi, koi. Let us beat our tummy drums, pon, poka, pon, no, pon. Who can make more noise than our drums? Who can make more noise than our drums? Koi, 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 koi. Come together, koi, koi, koi. Let us beat our tummy drums, pon, poka, pon, no, pon. Shojoji, shojoji no ni wa wa. Tsu, tsu, tsuki oda minarete, koi, koi, koi. Oira no tomudacha, pon, poka, pon, no, pon. Makeruna, makeruna, oshosani, makeruna, koi, 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 koi. Minarete, koi, koi, koi. Oira no tomodacha, pon, poka, pon, no, pon.